Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me today as I finally get round to getting these figures opened and get them in the display. So I got all these figures a while back now and they've just been sitting around waiting for me to get and open them and put them on display. So today is finally the day, and what we have to the left hand side of the screen a Star Wars Black Series clone pilot, and he will be going in my Republic gunship. Next to him we have the Black Series archive version of Princess Leia in Bouche, Bausch or Bosch disguise, however you want to pronounce it. Then we have the 40th anniversary Princess Leia in her Hoth gear. That is from the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. And then we're going to move on to some G.I Joe. So we've got two Crimson Guards that I'm looking forward to getting out and opening up and putting on display. We have Zorana and we have an Alley Viper. And this guy I've had for absolute ages. Completely forgot about him until I was sorting out some cupboards the other day and found him in there, and I thought, right, you need to be opened. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with the Star Wars figures first, then go to the G.I Joe. Once I've done that, I'll get them all together so you can see them all lined up together. And then I shall get them in display. And then I shall show you guys and girls where they're going to be and what they look like on display. So anyway, let's get to it and let's open up the clone pilot first. Okay then, so here is the clone pilot, and he will be going in the cockpit of the Republic gunship. I already have one pilot in there at the moment, so this dude is going to go in and join him. I've noticed on this figure that he's got a pinky reddish mark on the back of his right hand, on his right knee, a little bit on the left, and a lot of it on the left hand shoulder. Now, I'm not too sure whether this is a common thing with this figure or whether it's just because he's aged and he's going off a little bit. I've heard of yellowing, but I've never seen a figure have a pink tinge to the armour in certain places. But overall, like I say, this is just an overview, not a review. We all know he's got articulation. He can move his head, arms and legs. Awesome stuff. So yeah, I'm for what I need him for, I'm fairly happy with how this guy looks. He's not going to have his weapon, so that can go in a drawer and be used as spares. But this guy will be joining his mate in the cockpit of the Republic gunship, and then that will be him, the Republic gunship, fully crewed up. So yeah, looking forward to getting him in there, and he's going to look pretty cool. Anyhow, let's crack on and get the next figure open. Okay then, so the next figure up is Princess Leia in her Bouche, Bausch or Bosch disguise, and from the off, I've got to say I am really liking this figure. I liked it when I first saw it. I like it even more now it's out of the packet and I've had a little chance to like have a look and fiddle around and stuff like that. For me, the face sculpt and the photo reel is probably the best likeness you'll get for Carrie Fisher. In my opinion, I just think he looks absolutely tremendous. My only dilemma is, do I display her as is, or do I put a helmet on and hide that fantastic face sculpt? Not too sure what I'm going to do with that. We shall have a look and see a little bit later. I've also said in a previous video that this version of Princess Leia is my favourite version of her in the Bosch disguise. So yeah, really happy with that. It looks absolutely tremendous. The only thing is that I need to sort out will be the cape. It does stick out a little bit at the back, so I will have a fiddle around with that and see how that looks and see if I can get it to lay a little bit flatter, because it is sticking out a little bit. But on the whole, really happy with this figure, and it is going to look absolutely amazing in the Princess Leia display. Talking of which, let's crack the next figure open. So next up then we have Princess Leia in her Hoth gear, and this is from the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary line. And I've got to say, again, a really good looking figure, and I'm liking the photo real face on this. Not as good as the previous figure, which was the Princess Leia in her Bosch disguise, but it's a lot better than the original version of this figure that was released in the standard red and black boxes for Black Series. I have this figure 3 times now, one on card, one loose, which is displayed in front of the card, and this one will be going in the Princess Leia display. The accessories she comes with is a standard Rebel blaster, a pair of goggles there, and a little tool that she uses when she's helping Han Solo fix the Millennium Falcon whilst in the belly of the giant space slug. But yeah, other than that, a really good looking figure. I like the outfit, and it's a good portrayal of Princess Leia. So yeah, again, really happy to add another Princess Leia in her Hoth outfit into our collection. Right, let's crack on and get some G.I. Joes open, shall we? Let's see who's up first. Alrighty then, so first up from the G.I. Joe Classified line, we have the Alley Viper, and he is number 34 in the line. And as a kid, I could never get my head around the colours, orange and blue, the massive shield. I just thought, why have they gone like this? This isn't G.I. Joe. So I didn't really like the figure. And since doing this channel and meeting various people and chatting to them with different channels, a friend of mine, Dave C, straight from the pit, he did a video on the Alley Viper, and in that video he explained that they are basically Cobra's version of Urban Riot Police. And when he said that, it just made sense. And after all these years of not liking the figure, opening this, seeing this as it is, and knowing more about the figure, I've learnt to appreciate it a hell of a lot more. And this whole collecting community is fantastic for different reasons. Learning from different people is another fantastic reason, and why I love doing what I'm doing. So thanks to Dave's knowledge and his video, I've learnt more about this figure than I would have ever done if I hadn't have sort of like watched his videos or got into doing the YouTube toy channel stuff. So yeah, I mean, I've got to say, this figure looks absolutely fantastic. He is packed with accessories. He's got a couple of blades, knives that he's got stowed away in the sheaths on his body armor. He's got a shield. He's got a pistol, a decent backpack. He's got a fantastic rifle there that he's got, and he's got another couple of weapons that I've not got on display. But I am so looking forward to getting this figure in the display now, and I am so glad that I've got this figure. And the thing is now, knowing what I know, I could be tempted to get a couple more of these figures and just army build them, because they look fantastic. The shields look great. They display really well. And yeah, I cannot wait to get them in the display. Anyhows, that's enough of this dude. Let's get the next one open. Next up then, from the G.I. Joe Classified line, we have Zartan's sister, Zorana, and she is number 48 in the line. And yeah, I'm really liking this figure. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. The facial sculpt, I think, is brilliant. The photo reel looks absolutely awesome. They've done a great job with this figure. I'm really liking the colours. The pink certainly pops. Yeah, what you know, great looking figure. Absolutely stunning. I'm really liking this. And she comes with, again, an array of accessories. She has her main weapon in her hand there, the machine gun with the like little chainsaw thing at the end of it. She has a knife that she can put in her backpack. She has another little dagger which is in her side sheath there, and she also comes with another hairpiece which is more in line with the original look from the 80s. But I've got to say, I've seen other people's reviews on that, and that hairpiece looks absolutely horrendous on her. I do not like that, so I will be keeping as is. And yeah, we just need mainframe now, don't we, to go with her, because those two had a little thing going. So yeah, come on Hasbro, let's get mainframe, and then we can have a little bit of a love interest going on there. But yeah, this is Zorana, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. Loving this. Right, let's get the last figures open, shall we? 2 seconds. Okay then, so last but by no means least, we have the G.I. Joe Classified Crimson Guard, and he is number 50 in the line. And I've got to say off the bat, wow, what a tremendous looking figure this is. I'm just absolutely loving this. He looks absolutely awesome. I cannot give it enough praise. Yeah, I'm speechless with this. I really am. I'm so glad that I've got 2 of them, because they will look fantastic on display. I've not opened the other one yet. I'll do that in a bit and then get them in display and show you guys. But yeah, what a quality looking figure. Absolutely quality. Yeah, you could say I really like this figure. Very much similar to the O-ring version from back in the 80s. I like that figure. Yeah, absolute top draw. Absolute top draw. But me saying that, as much as I like the figure, I do have one gripe, and that is a lack of articulation in the wrists. I found it really difficult for him to hold the gun how he's posed now. The lack of movement in his wrists there really did make this difficult to get him posed. So that's the one gripe. But take that away and you've got a tremendous figure here. Absolutely awesome. And I think Hasbro, like I said before, they are doing a good job. Their figures have got a lot better from when they first started the classified line. And, you know, keep it going. Honestly, you've got a load more quality figures coming out. But yeah, I've just waited so long to get this Crimson Guard. And I've waited even longer through my own fault to get him open. Now he's open, and I cannot wait to get him in the display with the Crimson Twins. Absolutely awesome stuff. Anyhow, that's enough rambling for me. I'm just going to put everything in front of you that I've opened up, and then I'll just have a little say, and then I'll get them in the display and show you guys around. 2 seconds. Okay then, so here they are. These are the figures that I've opened up today. Like I said, I still have a Crimson Guard to open up, and I shall do that shortly and get them in the display. But for the G.I Joe Classified line, we have Zorana, we have the Alley Viper, and we have the Crimson Guard. And I've got to say, they look absolutely amazing. I'm loving the look of these figures. And I just, like I said before, they're going to look absolutely amazing on display. Great sculpt, great face work on Zorana. And yeah, wow, I'm just so happy to have these in the collection. In the middle there, we have the clone pilot. You're not going to be seeing too much of him. He will be in the cockpit of the Republic gunship. And then we have Princess Leia in Hoth from the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back line. And then we have Princess Leia in her Bouche, Bausch or Bosch disguise, however you want to pronounce it. And yeah, that's from the Black Series Archive line. So that's it for these guys. I'm going to get these in the display, and then I shall show you guys around and show you what I've done with them, and then we'll see the video out. Yeah, won't be long. Okay then, so here is the updated display of the Princess Leia collection with the added additions of Princess Leia in her Hoth gear and Princess Leia in her Bouche, Bausch or Bosch disguise. And I've got to say, I'm really happy with how this is looking. There's a couple more layers that we need, especially from the Black Series, to get this completed. But overall, really, really happy with how this display is coming along. So yeah, you know, we've got a thing for Princess Leia and Carrie Fisher. And yeah, we both just really do like this display. So anyhow, let's crack on and move into the main collection room, shall we? Here we have the clone pilot in the cockpit of the Republic gunship. And there's the one at the front there. So yeah, bit of a ball ache trying to get him in there. So I had to take this whole gunship off the stand, take all the figures off, and then put it all back on there again just to get him in there. So yeah, it was worth the hassle, I guess, because that now completes the Republic gunship. I'm not going to be adding any more to this. So really happy with how that's panned out. So you've got the 501st in there, and then swing it around this side. And you've got Ahsoka in there as well. So yeah, really, really happy with how this is displayed as well. And there you go. There's that. Just pan out. Awesome stuff. Right, let's show you the G.I. Joe display. 2 seconds. Okay then, so here we have the G.I. Joe Classified Cobras. And yeah, I'm really, really liking these. So I'll just pan in at the back there. You can see the Alley Viper. Pretty cool. You got the 2 Crimson Guards there flanking Cobra Commander. I've decided to put those with him instead. And then just around the side there, I've got Zorana with her brother Zartan. And yeah, really liking the way these display. Absolutely awesome. There's a reason I've put these guys up here, which I'll get to in a second. But after those initial first few figures of the G.I. Joe Classified, I was like, oh god, I'm not going to like this line. But I am absolutely loving it. I think it's absolutely yeah, really enjoying it. It's a great line to collect. Bugbears are the Cobra Troopers. They look fantastic. I just wish that they would re-release the Cobra Trooper and give him the proper weapon that he had from the 80s instead of those stupid Nerf type guns that they've got. But other than that, they're looking absolutely awesome. And then moving down, we've got the G.I Joe guys here. So yeah, really liking the way these are displaying. Looking pretty cool. Yep, happy with that. Then move down another shelf, and then you've got the Motu Revelations. So yep, such a colourful looking set of figures. Really impressed with those. There's a couple more that I would like to get at some point, but that won't be until further off into the future. And then, oh yes, look at these. These are my original Motu figures with the additions that I made the other day from Matt from Zero Hunter Toys. And I've got to say, I am absolutely over the moon with how these guys are displaying. Yes, there's a couple of bits and bobs that I still need to get to complete these figures, but overall, I am just blown away by these. Really liking these, and these look absolutely fantastic on display. So for me to now turn around and say to you guys that I have my original toys in my collection, I'm absolutely made up. Absolutely made up. I managed to straighten out that star from Tila as well. But yeah, just overall really pleased with how the collection's coming. And yeah, there will be some more additions at some point. It's a slow process, but it's a fun process. I've got the main part of my collection sorted. It's just adding little additions here and there now, and that's going to be the fun part. And I've got to say, I'm really into this Motu line now, especially the original figures. Yeah, just brilliant. Really brilliant. Really happy with how this is displayed. And then of course I've got the Origins Castle Grayskull there with just a handful of figures. Again, there are a couple more Origins figures that I would like to collect at some point, but I'm in absolutely no rush, and they will all turn up in good time. So yeah, no hurry to get these. This is just going to be a fun hobby to get, and I'm excited to add more bits and bobs to the collection at some point as and when. But yeah, really happy with those. Anyhow, time to see the video out, so I'm just going to pop back up to me Cobras here. Again, a really colourful line, liking this. I cannot wait for them to release the new version of Firefly. There's Scrap Iron, a couple of others, and there's a few more Joes that I wouldn't mind getting at some point in the future. Anyhow, just to let you know what's coming up this week, on Wednesday I will have another episode of Figure Focus. So I have a particular figure that I will be focusing on. That will be Wednesday. On Friday it will be episode 45 of My Collecting Life. So I've got another awesome guest that I had the pleasure to chat to for the first time. So looking forward to that. Then on Sunday, we have the Universal Toy Collector and Scuba Pete live stream. That will be 10 PM British summertime, 5 PM Eastern Standard Time, and I think it's 2 PM Pacific Standard Time. So if you're available, it would be good to see as many people as we can in the chat. We also have a special guest, and that special guest will be Mr. Gojitron, a good friend of both myself and Scuba Pete. So yeah, looking forward to chatting with him and catching up with him. Anyhow, that is it for this video. So if you are new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Appreciate your support, appreciate you watching. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.